Breaking the News with Des Clark.
I am Des Clark and this is Breaking the News, the show that breaks the week's news and asks four opinionated panellists to put it back together again. I am joined by four brilliant comedians. On my right we have Jay Lafferty and Chris Thorburn, and facing them are Alana Jackson and Ray Bradshaw. In the news this week, it has been confirmed that July saw the hottest waters ever recorded in the world's oceans. Scientists warn that if global temperatures continue to rise at this pace, Scotland could soon reach the kind of levels where your granny might only put on one bar of the fire. Football superstar Cristiano Ronaldo has married his longtime partner in a civil ceremony in Portugal. "You look absolutely stunning," he said, before leaning in for a kiss and banging his head on the mirror. And it's been revealed that to foil an Iranian assassination attempt, Donald Trump secretly switched flights, then hid in an airport catering container. The scheme was nearly uncovered when a passenger asked the steward pushing the meal trolley if he could have the beef, and the trolley said, "I'd try the chicken." Right, you've met the panel. Let's do it. Let's crack on with round one. This is the Broken News round, where our teams have to guess two major stories of the week that have been mashed together into one single news headline. So, Jay and Chris, can you tell me what this is all about?
The Prime Minister will begin a tour of the UK's nations and regions today.
When the moon passes in front of the sun, it's dangerous to look directly at
Andy Burnham.
And several public events have been organised to allow people to watch safely.
A lot going on this week, Jay. Any ideas what our first story might be?
I think it's Andy Burnham. He's going on tour. He's doing a wee road show, but we don't know where he's going. I think we should go the full way and dress Andy in a red and white stripy jumper and hide him against a crowd in a village fete. Do you know what I mean? He's already got the glasses, so I think we're halfway there. First one to find Andy gets a cabinet position.
Jay, yeah, it is indeed correct. This week it was announced that Prime Minister Andy Burnham would set out on a tour of the UK in an attempt to find out what would actually help people when it comes to the cost of living. One of his plans is to get rid of betting shops, although I bet you a fiver he doesn't he? Andy Burnham on tour. What do we think, Chris? Is this a good idea?
Well, you mentioned one of the policies that he had was about like shutting betting shops, and he's also looking to shut down a lot of vape shops as well. And I'm kind of on board with that because, you know, I feel like vape shops have sort of become a scourge of Scotland. I mean, like, you know, you look at the high street now and you're like, what happened? This used to be American candy shops.
Andy Burnham is going around the country, Ray. He's doing a tour. Is this a good idea?
No, it's not. Why would you do a cost of living tour unless you're going to do it in the megabus? Like, that's what you should be doing. Like, I've met him.
Oh.
I did telly with him, Naked Attraction. No, I did BBC Breakfast with him, and he was on right before me, so you sit in the green room together, and this was when he was still mayor. The host was just interviewing him, going, "Are you going to quit and run for power? Are you going to quit and run for power?" And he consistently said, no. And he came out backstage and I went, "Are you going to run?" He was like, "Yeah." Just walked around. I was like, I like this guy, man. He's good.
Alana, what are you thinking then? Prime Minister Andy Burnham on tour. Is this a good idea?
I don't think so, no. I think he's a bit old to be on a gap year, you know.
He wants to make our lives easier. That's what he's saying. What about you, Chris? What would make your life easier?
I hope this is okay to say, but maybe just one teeny tiny little global pandemic. Just it's been 6 years. It's been 6 years, you know. I feel like we're maybe due another one. I know it was a bad time. I know it was an awful time. But was it? I mean, like, I was thriving. I was getting so much done. My house had never been tidier. I was sleeping my best. Like the other week, my wife was like, "We need to clean out the loft." And I was like, we'll just do it next lockdown.
Oh, he's ready for it. What do you think then? Andy Burnham saying will make your life easier. That's his intention. But Ray, what would make your life easier?
Why has there never been an ironing board that's the shape of a shirt?
You're right.
Why am I folding it every single time? Also, I once did a gig with Des, and I saw him iron his T-shirt, and he was wearing a T-shirt and a blazer, and he just ironed the T-shirt in like a V shape because that's all you would see. And I was like, this guy might be the smartest guy I've ever seen in my life.
It's a nightmare in the hot weather. I've got to iron the sleeves of my shirt. What do you think then, Alana? We're hearing Andy Burnham saying his intention is to make our lives easier. But for you, what would make your life easier?
Well, I think he's going to be the one to bring in a 3-day weekend.
Oh. Yes.
I can see it.
Been talked about, hasn't it?
It has been, yeah, and I think he's eager to please. He thinks he's a man of the people, and I think he thinks that's what we want, and he'd be right.
You're there for it, aren't you?
You heard it here first.
Would that make your life easier?
No, I'm unemployed, but... but for everybody else...
Yes, well done, Jay and Chris. You get 2 points for that. Alana and Ray, it's your turn now. What was the other story we were after?
There was a solar eclipse, allegedly, on Wednesday.
Yes, on Wednesday evening, people across the country were able to see a very rare solar eclipse. Although here in Scotland, a lot of us seem to miss out due to cloud cover, dependent on where you were. Around 90% of the sun disappeared behind the moon, the first time this has happened in the UK since 1999. People across Scotland did enjoy the eclipse on Wednesday evening, except in Fife, where locals were hunting for the witch whose curse caused the sun to be eaten.
I missed it. So I was driving through to Edinburgh for the festival, and my car reads out my WhatsApp messages for me, and I could not stop laughing because all the messages were coming through. So I'd press play, and it would basically be like, "This is pish." And then the next one was like, "I can't believe I bought goggles for this." And then the last one just made me laugh because it's one of my mates, and I know he didn't. He was like, "Do I need to wash my colander?"
What about you, Alana? Did you catch it? Why do you think people were so excited about the solar eclipse?
Well, I do understand the excitement, but I think anybody that went to the effort of buying the wee glasses in Scotland is maybe feeling a wee bit silly today because I'd say the cloud's done most of the heavy lifting for the retina protection. Yeah, I mean, I missed it. I was waiting in for a Chinese, but...
Similarly, I was also like traveling back home, like when it was happening, and I was pulling into Queen Street just as it was getting dark, and I forgot it was happening that day, and I genuinely at that moment thought to myself, "Oh, the nights are fair drawn in."
Jay, do you get why people were so excited about this?
It's hard to understand why people in Scotland are getting excited about not seeing the sun. I mean, that's a weird thing, isn't it? It's like people in England getting disappointed about football not coming home.
Well, obviously, it has been described, which it is, as a very rare thing to have seen. But Ray, can you go one better? What is the rarest thing that you have ever seen?
I once saw a BMW indicate.
Guys, that's game over. You
No,
won't top
that's
that.
it.
No.
Alana, what is the rarest thing that you've ever seen?
Mine's was only yesterday. I get the train up from London. I was in Euston. I was looking at the screen that had all the departures on it, and I seen the train for Glasgow Central. And do you know what it said beside it? On time. That's rare.
That's never happened before.
That's rare.
Might never happen again.
Ever I get 2087's the next one.
Jay, for you, what is the rarest thing you have ever seen?
You're never going to believe this, right? But I actually met a straight white male comic who doesn't have a podcast.
If this happens again, the advice is there. We cannot stress enough that you cannot look directly at the sun during an eclipse because it's got the moon in front of it. And at the end of that round, well done. It is 2 points apiece. Now, much of our news is about public opinion, so to find out what stories people are talking about, we spoke to two friends of the show, Olympic curling silver medalist Bruce Mowat and appearing at the Fringe, Mariella Frostrup. So, Alana and Ray, what do you think Mariella is talking about here?
Well, interestingly enough, I've had the same issue with both my kids. Really, it's yet another kind of failure of UK bureaucracy. I've actually changed because I used to be a very fast driver, but I'm turning into a slightly old lady driver, very cautious.
Is this about the extremely long wait times for learner drivers to book their tests?
That is the right answer. Yes, it was revealed this week that learner drivers in Scotland are having to wait up to 7 months to sit their tests. Scottish test centres occupy 6 of the top 9 worst centres for average wait times. Yes, if you book both of them right now, in 7 months' time, you'll be able to have your driving test and doctor's appointment on the same day. Stuff of dreams right there. Ray, what do you think about that? Does it surprise you?
No, it doesn't surprise me because everything seems to take ages now. I did my driving test. I got told the tip was you've got to book early in the morning because you get stuck in rush hour, so you drive less. And then, so the test they'll give you is parking in the bay in the car park because that's the easiest one to do. So I told one of my friends this, and he took it one step further, and he booked his driving test for the day of an orange walk. And it was like... Said he literally drove out, waited for a bit, 3-point turn, back in.
I feel dead sorry. You know, sometimes when you're driving and you've got a wee learner driver in front of you, and sometimes people get dead frustrated with them, but I never do, because I remember fully how difficult it was to pass my test. I was 17 when I passed my test, and my driving instructor had a lisp and a stutter. I used to avoid slip roads.
We're talking about a wait maybe of up to 7 months, we're hearing, Chris, to sit your driving test. Does this surprise you?
No, it doesn't surprise me. I'm currently waiting on a driving test, and it's not going to be until next year. And so to kill time in between, I've booked in other tests with shorter wait times. So I'm being tested for ADHD, autism, and a new mental disorder, which I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. It's called chlamydia.
We're obviously talking about the driving test there, but Alana, I'll bring you in here. What else in society do you think should have a mandatory test?
I think the worry is now that there's a wait for the driving test, I think they're just going to start giving out passes willy-nilly just to get through the backlog. Like, do you mind during COVID, they were just giving like exam result estimates. And now they've got doctors that it's just a wee estimate. And I just think like these driving instructors are going to be reporting back to the DVLA and be like, I know he's really good. He knows that red means stop and green means go, and he's only killed 3 pigeons and 1 cow. And I'd say give him the pass, and the roads are going to be a nightmare.
We're talking about the driving test, Jay, but what else do you think should have a mandatory test?
So the schools are starting back, right? My wee boy's already went back. He went back on Wednesday. And that means that is the start of the class WhatsApp group. I've had 6 weeks apiece. And then, honestly, from yesterday morning, it started back up again. Has anyone seen Candace's shoe? Yeah. 1 shoe. Did you not notice when she hopped out the gate that she only had 1 shoe on? There's like the moral outrage ones as well. Like, just before we broke up, one of the parents put in, like, do you realise that the canteen cups are not BPA-free plastic? I was like, I grew up in the 80s. Do you know what I mean? I had a canteen lady who used to serve us with a cigarette in one hand. I think there should be a mandatory test for the class chat, and see if you've ever posted the phrase, morning team, at 6 a.m. You're out, right? You're not getting in. No.
We had it in ours that someone, one of the mums was outraged and said, can you believe they're serving chocolate milk at lunchtime? And one of the dads replied, that sounds class. And that was the end of it. That was the end of it.
I think these are absolutely valid points and well done. Extreme waiting times for learner drivers is the correct answer. Alana and Ray, you get 2 points for that. Right, Jay and Chris, it's your turn now. What do you think Bruce is talking about here?
I'm a big fan of these animals, and it's nice to see that they are able to register our emotions. Something that makes me light up is being in social situations and going on adventures with friends. So pretty similar to these animals.
So is this a new study that apparently we should be smiling at dogs more because it has a positive emotional response in them?
Well done, yes. Believe it or not, scientists have discovered that if we smile at dogs, we activate the part of their brain that gives them a high and shows that they can tell when humans are happy. The researchers say they hope their findings will help show people to communicate more effectively with their own canine companions.
I smile at dogs plenty. I smile at every dog, all right? All dogs are good dogs, all right? I've got a dog. I got a rescue dog. Her name was Gypsy. We changed that immediately because I'm not shouting that in Glasgow Green. But as I say, I smile at every dog. I love every dog. I believe every dog is a good dog, even though I know that's not true. I know that my cause of death is going to be that I'm torn to shred by XL bullies, and my last words are going to be, "Who's a good boy?"
Jay, I love this. What do you make of this research?
I kind of feel like we shouldn't be scanning dogs' brains. There needs to be a line. We don't need to know. You know, where does it end? I don't want to know what my cat's thinking while it's having a good old licky itself and looking directly at me from the sofa. And you know it's going to get worse because, like, see, with the dawn of AI, right, we keep talking about AI, and it's not going to be long before someone figures out how to use AI so that animals can communicate with us. And then we're going to flash forward 5 years. I'm going to be walking down the street being harassed by a British bulldog because I forgot to smile at him and he's yelling, "Cheer up, love, it might never happen."
On the BBC News website, this was the story about dogs like when you smile. And the story directly under it was ICE agents in America now have gloves that can electrocute people. And I was like, right, pick a story, guys. What are we doing? But I love the idea of 2 ICE agents seeing a dog getting really happy and high-fiving each other and falling to the ground. So that'd be great.
Alana, we're talking about this research saying that smiling makes dogs light up, but what makes you happy?
Well, do you know when you say to a dog, "walkies," and they get all excited? I have that reaction when somebody says pub. And my friends need to, like, spell it out in a sentence in case I hear it. They'll be like, "Does anyone fancy the PUB?" I'm easy pleased.
Well, there we go, and we are well pleased as well because we get the right answer in there. Talking about dogs being happy when we smile at them. Now, it is difficult to smile when you find a poo on the carpet, and even more difficult when you realise you don't have a dog. Smiling at dogs is the right answer. Well done. 2 points goes to Jay and Chris. This is Breaking the News from BBC Radio Scotland with me, Des Clark. Now, this round is all about who's in the news. So I will play you a clip of a mystery person. All you have to do is tell me who it is. So, Jay and Chris, you're up first this time. Who is this?
I've always said that it should be a Senate of the Nations and Regions. I still have that view. It should be replaced with the Democratic Chamber.
That is Anas Sarwar.
Yes, that was former Scottish Labour leader Anas Sarwar. Anas Sarwar has this week stood by his previous calls for the House of Lords to be abolished, despite accepting a peerage himself so he can become a minister in Andy Burnham's government. The Speaker of the House of Lords is called Lord Forsyth, who formally greets peers by saying, "Nice to see you, nice." So we're talking about Anas Sarwar. So he says he wants to abolish the House of Lords, but yet accepts a peerage. So is he a hypocrite? What do you think, Jay?
It's perfectly reasonable to accept a peerage while calling for the abolishment of the House of Lords, because, like, we've all at one point accepted a dinner invitation from people we would like to abolish. Do you know what I mean?
Chris, what do you think? Is he a hypocrite?
I think he is, which is a shame because I did agree with his stance on abolishing lords for very personal reasons. So a few Christmases ago, over the course of 12 days, my true love sent me a series of increasingly strange gifts. Started off just birds and jewellery, the usual. By about day 10 guys show up at my front door. Sorry, 10 lords jumping around my flat, ruining my carpet. The only thing worse was the next 2 days when it was pipers piping and drummers drumming, and I was like, oh great, she's invited the Orange Order now.
Alana, what do you think then? Anna Sarwar saying, yeah, abolish the House of Lords, but I will accept a peerage. Does that mean he's a hypocrite?
I think we're all guilty at times of saying one thing and doing another, you know, if you set out with good intentions. Like, there's many times I'll say, I'll come to the pub for a couple. And then things change, you know, circumstances change, people change. We've all done it.
I think he maybe thinks, like, you know, if we're going to be kind to him, okay, then maybe he thinks he can take it down from the inside. Because, like, he did that to Scottish Labour.
Ray, what do you think then? We're talking about contradictions here with Anna Sarwar. When was the last time that you contradicted yourself?
I don't think I contradict myself. Oh, no, I do.
Anna Sarwar has told an Edinburgh Fringe event that leading Scottish Labour was the hardest job in British politics. Oh, aye, it must be, said Peter Murrell's lawyer. Right, Alana and Ray, it's your turn now. Who is this and why are they in the news?
On day one, I think we filmed 5 major scenes together. And we noticed there was a ping pong table that was right there. And so I kind of was like, do you want to play? And then he goes, oh, you're serious?
I think it's Anne Hathaway who's been in the news this week for just a mad story.
That was indeed Anne Hathaway. The actress who is pregnant has been promoting her latest film and became the target of online trolls suggesting that her baby bump isn't real. In response to them, Anne has said that she had fake hair, but a real bump.
It just feels like a story for PR. Like, I read the article and it said, our bump was partially exposed in the custom Atelier Prabal Gurung crop top, which the designer described as sculptural high-low halter top with a cascading train. Hathaway paired the top with low-rise liner jeans and red Akazura stilettos. What's she wearing? I have no idea what that says. Is she just wearing jeans and a nice top? Is that what that is?
Jay, what do you think? Anne Hathaway responding to criticism, people saying it's a fake bump. Was she even right to respond to this?
I would have expected her to say something more like, you know, there was a time when men were kind, when their voices were soft and their words inviting. And then it all went wrong.
I knew you were going to sing.
I dreamed a dream when time went by, when pregnant women could wear what she wanted. I dreamed that it was my belly to hang it. I dreamed that instead be forgiven. Then I was 43. And dreams were made and used for content. No subscription to be paid. No tweet unread, no likes for me. But the trolls, they come at night. With their opinions about your outfit. As they tear your top apart. As they turn your look to shame.
That was so good. I closed my eyes and it was like Subo was here.
We're talking about Anne Hathaway being accused that the bump is fake. But what about you, Alana? Have you ever been accused of being fake?
I went to a reformer Pilates class and I turned up and everybody else in the class was pregnant. And I thought, is this the end result? What's going on? And then I realised what I'd done, right, because I'd booked the class online, and when I booked it, it did say that the class was prenatal/postpartum, but I just thought that meant that you could pay now or on the day.
Anne Hathaway been accused of being fake, but have you ever been accused of being fake?
I've been called fake because I've been accused of something called code switching. And that's basically when you sort of change your personality and your behavior based around the company that you're with. So, like I'll be out with the guys and, I'll be necking pints and pretending I know anything about football. Then I'm out with my gal pals and, I'm fun, I'm flirty, a bit more sensitive. And then when I'm around my estranged wife and kids, I'm an elderly Scottish nanny called Mrs. Doubtfire. This is what we do,
And you do it awful well, I'll say that. Anne Hathaway got a big break on The Princess Diaries, or as Camilla Parker Bowles likes to call it, playing the long game. Anne Hathaway was the correct answer, and 2 points go to Alana and Ray. It's time now for our final quickfire round, which is all about deciphering the numbers in the news. I will read out a headline. All the teams have to do is fill in the blanks. So get ready, teams. When we run out of time, you'll hear this.
Party in Malaga, anyone?
That is Astronomer Royal for Scotland, Professor Catherine Haymans, proving astronomers are actually pure mad ravers. You go, Catherine. Right, fingers on your buzzers, and here we go. 1 in 5 Gen Z workers brought what to their job interview? Ray.
ADHD medication?
1 in 5 Gen Z workers brought what to their job interview? Alana.
A buzzball?
Not that. 1 in 5 Gen Z workers brought what to their job interview? Jay.
Was it their national record of achievement? Is that still a thing?
No.
It's got all my swimming certificates in there.
1 in 5 Gen Z workers brought what to their job interview? Chris.
Is it their parent?
Do you know what? That is the right answer. Well done, sir. Points to you.
Party in Malaga, anyone?
Oh, there's our klaxon. Catherine has Haymans. That means it's all over. And at the end of the quiz, our winners this week are Chris Thorburn and Jay Lafferty. And commiserations to Alana Jackson and Ray Bradshaw. And we'll leave you with the breaking the news. Breaking news just in. A Christian festival has been hailed as a great success by organisers, despite being held near an area affected by the wildfires. They were originally going to cancel the event until one of the burning bushes told them not to. The UK has become the first country in Europe to approve a daily weight loss pill from the makers of Mounjaro. To maximise your chances of losing weight, the manufacturers recommend you take it on an empty stomach, then just keep it empty for the rest of the day. And 4 Ugandan boxers went missing after the end of the Commonwealth Games, with one now telling reporters that he intends to seek asylum. It's not the first time sports people have gone missing during tournaments. This summer, 11 Scottish footballers went missing during a World Cup game against Brazil. The news is broken. I've been Des Clark. Goodbye!